Hello Internet, welcome back to more Kirby Superstar Ultra. In the last episode, we defeated Dynablade, who was doing nothing, just sitting with her babies in her nest, and then we literally took and fostered her babies while she... We're not gonna go over it, it was depressing. This time, Gourmet Race. King Dedede challenged Kirby to see who's the hungriest gourmet. Who will reach the goal first? Speed up to eat, eat to win. You can eat and run for the goal versus a friend as well. We're not going to be versing a friend, it's not that important. We're going to be going over both modes in this episode, both Grand Prix and Time Attack, and there is something attached to Time Attack for me that you might be interested in if you're a fan of a certain orange cat. Grand Prix is where we're going to start though. I've played before. So, Gourmet Race is a racing game, sort of. It's literally the same as every other game in terms of controls, but Kirby is faster, and you are judged not only by who crosses the finish line first, but by who gets the most food. So, we are going to be both trying to stay ahead of King Dedede as well as get all of the food that he's also trying to get. It's hard to explain while focusing on a racing game. But basically, Maxim tomatoes are worth the most points, and then you get 30 extra points for every time you cross the finish line before King Dedede. I'm lucky enough to actually know, like, all the routes. But if you've never played before, this level especially has some, like, alternate routes where there's not a lot of food and there's more obstacles. And King Dedede, like, you're most likely going to be ahead of him. He does rubber band a little, but not as much as you'd think. So you can't rely on him to know the correct path. Also, since you're going to be ahead of him so often, it is probably going to be worth it to go back for Maxim tomatoes just so he doesn't get those points. This is not really, like, a requirement to beat. This isn't like the other games in Kirby Superstar Ultra where there's, like, dedicated level design and enemies to defeat and everything, because there's not. This is where we're going to be going over Bird, by the way, because Bird is an ability that is very good for gaining speed, but not for height. You don't really need to hold B in order to keep in the air as much. You can actually just press A, and you'll go a pretty long distance. The wings also break blocks and everything. Bird is probably the best for this level. You do have to mash A real quick in order to get up. But I'd say it's worth it considering how much you're getting in terms of horizontal distance. Also, there's a Maxim tomato over here, don't forget to grab it. I don't know what Maxim tomatoes specifically are on King Dedede's path. I know most of them are. So you're going to want to grab as many as you can before him. Just because the food honestly adds up way more than your actual wins crossing the finish line. And since you're probably ahead of King Dedede anyway, you might as well get the Maxim tomatoes so he has as little chance of winning as he can. $212 points. Not as much as last time I played, actually. Last time I got 224. So I'm slipping a little from the past 40 minutes, because that's when I last played Gourmet Race. Look at King Dedede in the background. This is a cruel screen. This just makes me sad. But the music is so fucking hype, so who cares? Next, Time Attack. I am not going to be commentating for this. I'm going to be going out of my way to try and get the best time I possibly can. You can watch that if you want, or I'll put a timestamp on screen to when I am done with my Time Attack run. and to when I start explaining what the orange bastard has to do with this. I'm actually gonna redo that one. I didn't feel good about that. As you can see, you can race your ghost. Like, this is genuinely meant for you to try and get your best possible time. For Cornhall, $35 seconds. And for Onion Garden, gonna restart already. That was a bad start. $49 seconds. Not bad. That's actually better than my original time. So my total time is 1 minute, 49 seconds, and 6 seconds. If you can beat that total time, send me photographic evidence on Twitter or Discord at WinterNetLP on Twitter or in my Discord server or anywhere. You can have a free copy of Garfield Kart, the Steam version, on me. I was trying to think of anything I could do for it, and I'm like, Garfield Kart is such a cheap game, and it's an awful game, and I feel like everyone would just love to have that in return for doing something in a Kirby game. I feel like that's a really good overlap, you know, the Garfield Kart on Steam and Kirby Superstar Ultra on Nintendo DS communities really have a lot of overlap, surprisingly. Also, yes, this is only good for the Steam version, so if you don't have Steam or somehow a computer that can't run Garfield Kart, man, that's rough. We'll figure something out, though. With that, that's all I wanted to do today. I just wanted to go over Gourmet Race. So next time on Kirby Superstar Ultra, things are gonna get pretty offensive. That was funny. See you guys then.